If you like this video, please hit the like button.
A few moments later.
Hello, welcome out to this week's episode of the Gamers Council. I'm your host, WebDave, along with my co-host, Hargeet Chani. Hargeet, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Been playing this new game, Indiana Jones. I don't know if anybody's heard of it.
What? There's a new game? Wow, we never get new stuff. What's going on?
There's several new games. This has been a crazy week.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And wow, we have a stacked panel tonight. I'm gonna start at the far end tonight because we have a returning one of our OGs and one of the guys who actually really helped this channel get going, and we thank him a lot for that because he's obviously the mentor that helped get the graphics and stuff going for the channel, and that is the Wandering Dutch. Dutch, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's been a long time. Obviously, time frame things and UK versus US and etc. is always a bit of a difficult one to mix around, but I've just come off the back of a hike, so I'm still relatively fresh and awake, and I'm good to go. So I'm looking forward to it.
Where'd you hike to?
I went up to Scafell Pike in the Lake District, but which is the highest in highest in England, but also got stuck in a storm, so that was.
Ooh.
Wow. There you go. Do
you like camp too? I imagine it's beautiful there. I suppose it's cold.
Yeah, it's very cold. It was -2 and then wind chill of -12 to -14.
Oh, that's dirty.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
And the great Abdel 114 has this to say to you, Dutch. Good to see you, Wandering Dutch. Hope he stays awake till 1 a.m. UK time.
I'll be good.
He's good. And then we have in the middle the lovely, the wonderful, the amazing. I don't know what. There's all sorts of great acronyms, but she's just awesome. We love her, and that is Epictreasure. Epic, how you doing, darling?
I'm good. I'm very good. I haven't been reading Dracula, Dave, for a little bit. I'm sure I'm going to get back on track for you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
Of course. Oh yeah, and I'm sure now the chat's going to be.
Nah, we're Bram Stroker. Sorry, look, I saved that up. I saved it up like Santa with his sack.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Brought out the big guns straight away.
Stroker, that's
but indeed. So I've been playing Balatro. I'm gonna answer your question before you ask me. Balatro, my God.
Love it.
I play that till 4 a.m.
Nice.
Yeah, Bram Stroker. I know Spidey. I came in with that right in my pocket. Yes, and Indiana Jones. I've been gooning over that. I said that I wouldn't, but don't lie, he's hot. I've been whipping everybody. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I hear you're really good with that whip.
Yes, I really am. Actually,
that's what we hear, especially in the pre-show. We've heard a lot of interesting stories. Interesting. I love this channel.
We'll share that story later about
it sounds good.
Mr. Big D. Okay, go.
And then, of course, we have the Red Wolf. Red Wolf Renegade. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hi. Thank you so much for having me on again. It's always a pleasure to be here and shoot the shit. I can cuss. I keep forgetting that.
You can fucking cuss.
Yeah, I can fucking cuss. Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. I'm excited. It's 7 p.m. my time, and I'm ready. I'm ready to go to ride this. To ride. I'm ready to ride, Dave.
You ready to ride?
You got that toothpick ready to ride. That's like a rodeo.
It's an oral fixation. I can't.
It
never prevent me from smoking.
Mine's pens.
In my mouth.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Boys got to eat. Anyway,
Yep, boys.
so as they say, Hargeet, do we have a few member updates? Let's get the few of those renewing members and a new member too. So this is
Yeah,
awesome.
we've got Adidas 20 renewing it 14 months. Thank you, Adidas.
Exactly.
Then FarQ. Oh boy, you want to say it?
FarQ,
Member for 13 months.
and then a new one.
And Shizno Elite joins us up. Hey, thanks.
Thank you so much. And with that, just so you know, membership, if you want to join the channel, that's the YouTube channel. It is only $1 to do that. But with that, you get these amazing emojis at your disposal to use throughout the show. And of course, just so you know, we do have every episode I try and switch out one of them with something special related to maybe somebody that's going to be on the panel. And this week we do have Epic has got her own emoji. Did you know that, Epic?
Nice.
I see it. My little
Look at
evil one.
That's
I like
right.
it.
Beautiful. I love it. For when you read
Looks
Bram
like-
Stoker later.
It does. Actually, you did pick a very Stroker one, didn't you?
I did.
That looks like a cover of a porno. Good job. I like that.
Can't say that's why I picked it, but maybe it
No,
is.
I would not ever think that.
Oh, well, you'd be wrong. All right then. So no, stop it. And then of course we had one more. Look at this from our friend. Actually, definitely a member of the council for sure. Kay Asante.
Asante.
Yay.
Yes.
Hi,
14 months,
Asante.
buddy. How's it going, Asante?
14 months. That's right. And that's why I can never get rid of Ahsoka, because Ahsoka is the one he likes the most. So there you go. Ahsoka emoji. Oh, and Masshole's using yours as well. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We got 105 people here watching this. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. We've got a packed show with a bunch of stuff to talk about. I do want to get a little bit of laundry out of the way, as it were, just so people know that next week's episode, this is episode 99, but next week's episode is 100, episode
Ooh.
100, and it is going to be it falls right after the Game Awards. So we were going to be dissecting the Game Awards from anything that's newsworthy that drops, new trailers, new game info, new systems information, maybe, and of course our thoughts on just how trash the award show really was. No, I'm just kidding. On how great it really is going to be, and all the people that
Please wrap it up.
Stuff. So what?
Please wrap it up.
Please wrap it up.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. I was like, Dutch is telling me to wrap it up. Oh no, but I do need to wrap it up. But sure.
He doesn't wrap it up for his Muppets, that's for sure, huh?
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
loves
the
his
Muppets.
Muppet.
He
Oh,
loves his Muppets. He does.
He goes
has no
raw with those
fixation.
Muppets.
Oh goodness! And of course, next week too, we're also going to be giving away a couple $100 worth of $25 in cash. But the only stipulation, and I'll throw it out to everybody now, is make sure you've signed up for a PayPal account. So that is going to be the only way we're going to be able to transfer money is if you own a PayPal account. And it's anybody that's in the chat, including panel members, I don't care, are going to be eligible for that too. That's right. That's right. Even guests and stuff can be eligible to that. There's going to be we're going to put a code in, and it's going to be a picker is going to bring it up and pick them. So we'll make it as fair as possible. Everybody gets to see the results. So that'll be fun too. Plus, like I said, we have the legendary Dirt Griggity and of course Sean 786 will be there as well. So that's it's gonna be a good show. Gonna be a lot of fun. I look forward to that one. But that's next week. This week with the mega panel I have tonight, Hargeet. Wow, where do we want to start? Looking at the list, we can talk about the Game Awards.
We can go through the couple of more things that came in. We got some gifted memberships.
Holy shit, we did. Look at that.
Yeah.
Spidey ring.
Yeah. So let's see. All right, cool. And then the people who got it, thanks, Buddy, for the 5 gifted memberships. And it's Elkins Guy, Fuzzy Tomato, Awesome Gomez, Whoop Whoop Kid, and Dragon Wolf.
Nice. Very nice. No again to Red Wolf, by the way, just so you know.
Yes.
And maybe
That we know of.
that we know of. He's been busy turkey hunting, as it were. And of course, we have Holly in the chat. That blue number. Hello, Holly.
Hi, Holly.
So awesome having her as well here in the chat.
Yes.
So guys, have
And
fun,
she
have a
enjoyed
good
that.
time. Yes. She's now a member, and she wanted to. I think she said she definitely wanted to burn up the epic emoji. There we go.
Burn me up.
Yeah,
I'll let-
baby. Yeah. Oh, goodness, so much fun, so much fun. It's gonna be a good time in the old store tonight. All right, and but I do have to. Farku, he's now legendary. Did you all know that Farku is legendary? He is
Oh, wow.
legendary for his for some of his artwork that he does, and well, he has done one for the whole panel and crew that's here tonight. And I just want you guys to know that I'm really proud to be a member of the Justice League. There we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Wonder Woman had a whip.
She did.
That's the best part about her, if I do say so myself.
I used to role play Wonder Woman as a kid.
And did you look
That's
like
where it
that?
started.
That's where it's. That's how you got where you are
I think
now. Right?
now it's coming to light why I have it. Yes.
Very good. Very good. Hey, I didn't know if you saw this epic, but this is definitely. I definitely want you to be able to read that. Hargey, can you read that one?
Muted. Okay, here we go. That epic. Yeah, you want? Oh, yeah, I can read it if you want. Epictreasure, we have to team up on something soon.
There you go.
Blue's always hiding offline, aren't you, Blue? So when I see you come out, then we'll do it.
She's coming out now. Wait,
well,
what?
And you'll do it. Okay.
Nice, fantastic.
Clipping. This is going to be the best show ever.
That's all the people want. That's all the people want to see. Just throwing it out there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I like it. Spartan 661. That picture is epic, and epic is in the picture. You're correct. No, I'm just kidding. No, it is a great picture. Even I look decent.
I can't even do it.
I'm getting in shape, but not quite that good. No judgment. Oh, excellent. I like that. That blue number. I'm online now. Well, we're doing a show. Maybe we hook up later. Anyway, alrighty. So Hargey, let's. I've totally derailed the show again in a matter of minutes. I love it. Let's see. We are like 140 people watching us live. Thank you all so much for joining us. We have like 20 people on X. We have 130 people on YouTube, and one person watching us on Twitch. So thank you for watching us there as well.
Sounds about standard for Twitch with podcasts these days.
There you go. There you go. I can neither confirm or deny those accusations there. The Game Adept newscast. So that's what he put. Dave is a dirty old man. You know. Anyway, what? I can't help it. Alrighty then. So with that said, Hargey, we have amazing topics tonight. We can go anywhere we want to. Do we want to go ahead and start?
Let's do some of the smaller ones first. Foam stars.
Good.
Let's just get that out of the way.
Foam stars. That sounds good. So okay, so Foam stars will end on December 13th. There will be no new content added at this state or beyond the state, but the various online services will remain available. And then I ask the question, but why? Who's even playing that? So I think that's a game that probably could have done decent if it was actually in something like, I don't know, Game Pass. But I don't know. So Red Wolf, let's start with you. What are your thoughts on poor little Foam stars?
Is anyone surprised? Was anyone like, oh man, that's crazy, dude? Wow. I don't know. Like this, I remember seeing this at when was the first time that we saw this, and people were just laughing at it immediately, talking about this is PlayStation, and it being gone doesn't surprise me in the slightest, and I don't know. So they're shutting it down, but they're allowing people that still own it to play with each other. Is that sort of what with each other with clothes off? Is that what we're doing?
That would have worked, actually, wouldn't it?
It would have been much better. Can you imagine?
You're right. It would have been like a Jello pool thing.
Exactly.
It could have just been flip sliding around.
So I worked in a couple of nightclubs.
That's a really smart idea. It's like a
foam parties.
Yeah, you have the E for everyone version, then you have the real version.
The F version.
The F version.
F for foam stars and F for
for foam. Right, that's what I meant. Right. Yes, yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of that. That would have worked.
I would have bought a PlayStation just to have that. But
The idea's
to be, yeah. And
Fully.
what honestly, like, did this game even, did it ever do numbers? Like,
I don't know that it really ever charted.
So I mean, like, I don't know, like, we see a lot of games where even if they do decently, they do well enough to maybe be a little bit under, like, meeting what's the word? Help me, Hargeet. Making their money back essentially, and then they shut it down anyway. But I don't know. I'm just not surprised at all about this. This is just such like a nothing. Whenever I saw it, I was like, that kind of checks out. But if they're still allowing people to play with each other, then that's always good.
Oh my God, Huggy, what are you up to? You're so naughty. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at the chat. Sorry.
No, nothing to be sorry about. They are active
so
tonight.
Naughty. They're activated.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Vlogs. It is a Witcher medallion. Yes.
Trigger, I think.
Yeah.
That's the word.
I really don't have
Trigger.
anything to add, to be honest.
Yeah.
This game looks silly to begin with, and it's ended silly with a silly little shutdown and a bunch of silly little boys and girls that didn't want to play it. Was Foam Stars? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Splatoon. That's the one that did well.
Yes,
Foam
that
Stars
actually
was
did
never
well.
a thing. Yeah, Foam Stars was never a thing. What a weird thing to try to lock down as an exclusive. And as you were saying, if this was on a subscription service, free to play everywhere, I could see this having like some sort of niche audience. But the fact that it's shut down, I'm just not surprised in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. I don't know. I'm be honest. I have nothing to add.
That's cool.
That is my thoughts. It's
well,
dead.
it's a small topic.
Thank
It's
you.
a small topic. You're
Thanks,
most
Jim.
welcome. So, Epic.
So this is supposed to be the actual tagline of the game.
Play with your friends. No.
You can read it. Hopefully, right? I put it up.
Bram Stoker
Nice.
and Oliver Closeoff in the Sixth Sense.
I love that.
Oh,
It's so good.
Degenerate.
So now you know what I was laughing at.
Degenerate.
yep.
Now
love
I
it,
know.
yeah.
I see.
The Sixth Sense.
Sex sells, even on a gaming podcast. All right. Then. So, Epic, what do you think about Foam Stars, and do you like playing in foam?
I didn't touch it. Did you touch it? I didn't touch it. I bet you didn't.
I didn't touch it. I really wanted
Did you
to
touch it, Huggy? You foam it up or not? Yeah.
I do not have a
Dutch,
PlayStation.
did you touch it or not? You foam stars or what?
Who are we
Negative.
after?
Oh, nobody
Negative.
touched it.
I didn't get for me. No.
Oh, I sure as fuck didn't. Either.
All right. Well,
So,
there you go. So, Dutch, did you end up playing Foam Stars, or did
No, I didn't get all for me with the Foam Stars. No.
What
I'm
turned you off,
surprised.
Dutch? I mean,
No
what could have
FOMO.
possibly turned you off, Dutch?
You know what it is? I'm surprised of all games that Nintendo didn't try to take to the cleaners, that they didn't take Foam Stars to the cleaners. They went after Pal World like there's no tomorrow, like claiming that all game mechanics are now ours. You can't throw a ball at anything. You can't
Because
throw.
there wasn't
objects
any
at
money
things.
in it. It didn't sell, right? So
So,
There's
but
nothing to
Splatoon, on the other hand, were
about.
like, yeah, this isn't going to do well, so we don't really care. If Pal World didn't do well, they wouldn't have bothered, but Pal World did extremely well, so of course they went after them. So, I think they already knew from the off that the Splatoon ripoff that they created wasn't going to do well. And again, you're not going to buy something like that. Then it went into their PlayStation Plus service, and it still didn't do well. So it is what it is. Outside of an extremely niche area of people that for some reason don't have a Nintendo Switch that want to play a Splatoon-y game, then go for it. But I feel like anyone who actually wants to play a Splatoon-y game has a Switch. So
Yep. I agree with that 100%. And I do like that what Blue Number put in there. No balls in foam. Got it.
wow, this one's inappropriate, but oh my
Holly.
god.
oh, what have we got now? Bram Stoker and Epictreasure and Lawrence of Arabia. Oh, that's very creative. That's quite. You're quite a wordsmith, aren't you?
Epic.
I think I'm the filthy one. You're the filthy one. I'm not even doing
Oh.
anything.
Oh,
got
okay.
me.
So, Epic,
Little
please come
freak.
back. Please come back. Please say you'll come back. Alrighty, Hargeet. Before we get your reply, we got a member chat and a super chat. Let's the great one, Joey from We Bleed
Joey
Green.
They
Honda.
didn't start shit,
Um,
actually.
Member for 3 months. Dave, my man and panel. Indiana Jones is live right now for everybody globally. Thank you, Game Pass.
Amen. Very
Yeah.
true. Very good point.
And we
So-
please ask you all to very kindly not play the game for at least the duration of this podcast.
Yeah, about an hour and a half. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So you can download it now while you're waiting for the download. Hey,
It
hang
is
out with us.
a rather sizable install, so
Yeah,
it
and you
does
don't
take a
want to
while.
miss what comes out of Epic's mouth next.
That's what she said. I'll
All
say
night
it
long.
for her.
oh my god.
What?
Day Reezy, $5. Soapy foam could have
Too
ended
ready.
silently into the night like a dry fart. No one would have given 2 cares. Rest easy next to Concord and Quantum Error. Yikes.
Yeah.
And
Too
let's
late.
not forget
I'm
Babylon's
already
Fall.
playing. Amit, you're dirty. You little degenerates. I don't need to hear that. You play in the corner.
There we have our friend from Concord.
Oh dang.
R.I.P.
Yep. Yeah, he's
you,
not
Rex.
looking so good. Not looking so good. Let's see.
Boy.
What did Masso say, Dave? I knew this was going to happen here tonight. Oh yeah. Yeah. We have such an amazing panel. It's going to be off the rails and a lot of fun, and we love it all the time for sure. All right. So,
my camera's not working.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Looks like your camera's unplugged.
Well, the show's over. Well, thanks
Oh,
everyone
no,
for coming out tonight, and
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. See, that's the way she gets you on her OnlyFans page.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Just
right.
kidding. Only gamer fans. That's what I meant.
Foam
Come on.
stars, am I right? Come on.
Hey, exactly. Exactly. Oh
Come
no.
back.
Oh no.
I'm fixing it.
Here we go. Bram Stroker, aka Park you. Bram Stroker.
Oh, damn it.
Became a member. And thanks
Oh,
for that
boy.
great picture you have of me there, buddy.
I love that.
Doing it.
Ay. Okay. Well,
That's punishment, actually.
where's the link?
Oh, my God.
Oh boy.
You broke my camera with
can't
your
help it.
filthiness. Oh,
a good picture too, Epic. I tell you that you don't take a bad picture.
no, I
That's-
don't.
It's not possible, is it? Also, too, the link in the description of the of this show, and also on the replay to the audio version, has the links to everybody's channel. So please, check it out. Make sure you like and subscribe to those YouTube channels. These guys put in a lot of work and a lot of effort, and make sure you do like, subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so you don't miss any content from Epic.
Hang on, I gotta unplug it and plug it back in. You sit pretty.
You go,
Sit
girl.
pretty.
you do what you got to do.
Well, I'm doing. I'm sure everybody's doing.
That happened to me a couple of weeks ago on here. I don't know why, but it would go off, and then because a couple seconds later it would come back on. I turned my camera off, turn it back on, it would be on. So I don't know. Like, just do that maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But so all right, Hargeet, any comments on Foam Stars? Or are we ready to move on?
A succession of a line of a whole bunch of crap that's come out. I don't know what else to really say. Unfortunately, it didn't go anywhere. Look, it might have actually been good. I don't think people on that platform really care for it, though. It probably would have done better if it was on, the Switch. I don't know that Nintendo would want it there, but at least it would have probably had a better audience than on PlayStation. Would it have done better in something like Game Pass, or did that come out on PS Plus? I don't know. I don't remember if that one did.
Yes.
It did, right? It
Yeah.
didn't even gain an audience even with that. So
Mhm.
I don't know that it does well with like sort of a more mature audience. This is probably a better target to like children, and like they are probably not going to be on PlayStation as much playing that game. That's just the way it is. So Splatoon did really well on the Switch. This is kind of the target audience for that. So they really should have thought about talking to Nintendo, not to PlayStation. But I think PlayStation wanted to have something in this vein so that they could attract more of an audience for them. Didn't work out. Like, okay, that doesn't surprise me. Hopefully it opens up and other players from other platforms can maybe join in. But they've given up on more content. Okay. All right. We'll see if it makes a difference. If the servers shut down in 6 months, what happened. It is funny that it's the day after the TGAs. Maybe they're going to make some announcements. We'll see. Right.
Yeah, for sure. Epic, are you there? Even though you don't have.
I'm here. I'm here now. I'm just still trying to fix
No worries. Well, this next topic, I kind of actually wanted to go to you first on it because you're actually. So you let me know when you're ready to go, or
I'm
we just want to go
mentally
with it.
available. I'm mentally available. I'm audibly available.
all right. Well, all right. Hargeet, read this real quick, and then we'll go to Epic on some Power World discussion.
Yes. So Will Broke Boy Lewis, $2. Foam Stars was free PS Plus essential game. So even in the lowest tier, it was in the lowest tier. So it had like 40 plus million potential players, and it still did nothing.
Yeah. And what does that say about like the broader audience outside of PlayStation? Even people who were like, I'm going to buy a PlayStation for my kid. Like even the parents were looking at that. Like even my kid won't like this. I don't know. That's kind of like what I took out of it. I don't know. That's wild.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, the camera's back.
It's a bit bloody bright, isn't it? I don't know what went wrong with it. I'm back though, I think.
Welcome back. We missed you.
Oh, I missed you.
Aw. All right, let's see. There we go.
No. Don't give it to me.
She's like,
I'm so shy.
well, there we go. We'll put you back. All right. So Power World, new expansion, and it's huge from what we understand. So, what are your thoughts on it? You've played it. You've gone through. You put out some amazing walkthroughs, and I mean that seriously. I've watched a lot of them and learned a lot about the game just from watching you play. So thank you for that. And I know that now it's on PlayStation. You probably even getting a bigger audience watching your videos on those. So what are your thoughts on the updates and the future?
Isn't that amazing that they're doing a crossover with Terraria, which I've never played Terraria before, but I know that people love it. I don't know how they're going to do that though. This is an update for that's next year, I believe. But this update, the new island that they put's beautiful. It's got all the cherry blossoms, and I think my camera is broken again. And it's apparently 6 times as big as the
picture you got
current.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. 6 times as big as the island that they just put there, the cherry blossom. So that's nuts.
Wow.
I'm trying to clean up everything. So
we can see you now, and you look good. So.
Oh, thank God. I'm fixing it. Yeah. So I don't know. They're very secretive about everything. There was a rumor that the tree that's in the game is the middle of the map, but they said that no, there's no proof of that. But I don't know if it's true or not. Could be. There we go. High priority. Yes. So yeah. I don't know. That's all I know. I know that, and they sort of intimated that it was like imminent, but I'm still waiting. So maybe they might do it for Christmas. I don't know.
But you still enjoy playing the game, right?
Oh yeah. It pays the bills too. Yeah. A lot of the tutorials, but the tutorials take so long. Like I could be building planning for 8 hours, and then you have to make it, and then you deconstruct it, take pictures of it, then deconstruct it, then build it. Because normally when people do tutorials, it's like it's complete, but I'll do a step-by-step, square-by-square build, which takes a long time, a very, very long time. So,
well, you can tell that you put the work into it, and it really shows, and it's they're very well done, and I do enjoy them for real. So no worries.
But when PlayStation players got on, it blew up more. But they love the castles. The castle builds are usually the favorite and functional bases. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I love
like
design and aesthetics and putting those two together.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look shit, basically.
The one you did that I actually tore down one of my spots and rebuilt just because of your video was the one where all the resources were pretty much you could put a base and they were all the main resources were like all there together.
Oh yeah, all in one base.
Yes, that
It's up
was
to version 6 now.
wow.
There's
That's
a community that keeps like suggesting different changes to it, and then I'll do it, and then I'll rebuild it, and they get pissed off because then they've got to redo theirs. But it's like the idea is to make it perfect.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I learned a lot from that, and I built my third base just because of that. So, and now I keep one base open just so I can farm some of the harder bosses with that little trick that you showed off on that as well too. That was kind of cool. You know, build a base kind of right outside the range of a boss.
That's very smart, and then you make them all attack.
Unload everything you have and throw the kitchen sink in there too. So yeah, that's it's a fun game. It's a lot of fun. My kids loved Pokemon. Both of them like Power World as well. But and I kind of say tolerated it, but I it was okay. It was cool. But then this came along, and I'm like, the gunplay and all that other stuff is like, this is more my speed. I like this. So it made it a lot more fun for me to enjoy. So for me, it's, Pokemon was cool, but this is so much better, in my opinion.
I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. Did you?
Yeah, and I wasn't really sure. I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. And then it sucked you right in.
Yeah, I was shocked. I'm like, I'll have this little frolic, and then I was hooked on it.
Yeah.
Just building and building and building. And then hopefully that they make better building materials. Like Grounded's got far better building materials. They've got the edges of the buildings that you can have that are like cylindrical, and it would be nice. Even Craftopia had better building than this that they made, Pocket Pair. So, but in Craftopia you could breed humans with animals, which was very interesting. You can't do it in this one.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah,
I was
watching
actually
them
really blown away by that game.
Yeah,
I was waiting for it. Like I was really, a friend of mine was we played that for a good while. Like, yeah, can't wait to see how this game turns out. And then here we are. But that game had a lot of potential. So I'm glad that they switched over to Power World and did what they did.
Yeah, I thought you meant the breeding pen part. Did you put the
that's all I did.
You just put vendors in with and just put them inside a box and just made mass vendors? I was like, just sitting around on the breeding box.
Just go do your thing. Just have fun. And I'm like, they should be thanking me. But hey,
I had a big viewing box of them doing that. It was amazing. You never know. It was like you never know what you were going to get when you put the human with the creatures.
Something's going to come out of that. So you're just it's just like rolling the dice, But
and they're all men in Power World, so all of the vendors are men. So there's no breeding in that. Anyway, so there's that.
So it's awesome, and I think the ones of us that have played it. Dutch, have you played Power World at all, or any interest in that, or?
I played a lot of it when it came out. But of course the constant influx of games, I have to put it on the back burner, otherwise I will never ever play anything else.
Right.
So I did really enjoy it. I've a massive Pokemon fan through when I was growing up, so I didn't mind seeing something a little bit different on the traditional Pokemon ideology that was. I still, I'd much rather, I don't know whether or not they could add some form of full-fledged story into that game in the background that you could kind of have or play and then still continue to do what you do. I think that would be a nice addition to the game, to have some form of storyline going on in the background that you can choose to do or not do. But other than that, no, it's a great game. I was thinking about jumping back into it recently anyway, because it's still sitting there, and I'm thinking, right, okay, I've left it a while. When I played it, there was still quite a few world bugs where things wouldn't load in, and you'd get stuck underneath the map, or certain parts of the volcano area would kind of disappear, and if you ran out of steam on whatever you were flying, you would just fall through the planet and never get out again. So, yeah, that's pretty much where I left it. I think I was only maybe one boss off finishing the game at that point. And then they've added a bunch more stuff. So when its big update comes out, I'll download it and I'll give it another try again and hopefully not get addicted to it. But no, I'm a big fan of the Pokemon genre. I was a massive fan of Minecraft. So when you add them both together, it's always a good time. So
yeah,
looking forward to seeing what this big update does.
Yeah, agreed. Red, did you play it at all? Or I know you talked about it a little bit. I mean, is it something you still play?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't play it anymore. It was I got about 30 hours into it, and I was totally hooked. So those 30 hours took place within the week that it came out, and I was totally hooked on it. And I'll never forget building up this amazing house. I was so proud of it. It took like 15 hours to build, me and my friend, and then I like tipped over a chair or something. It was something. It's not exactly, but like you accidentally set something too close to something else, and I turn around and I hear the sound of burning behind me, and I turn around and there is my entire home burning to the ground. That was the greatest moment. So the animation that you have where you can just sit down on the ground, I just did that. I just sat down and just accepted my fate.
Burn.
Yeah, just watch it burn. But no, that really did happen. But yeah, I was like super addicted to it. And I remember I would take Spotify and I would turn on like fantasy music and put it real low in the background. And I got like super immersed into it. And it felt really nostalgic because like you were saying, Dutch, it sort of takes you back to like the Pokemon days, and you just feel like a kid again, like whenever you're playing it. That's kind of how I got into it. And Holly, that blue number, we played it a lot. And even she was saying what we were concerned about with Power World is that we were afraid that it was going to be, what in her words were, is this just a flash in the pan type game? Is it going to be super popular? And then a few months later, it's just going to be dead in the water. And a lot of people still play. I see Rainbolt in the chat says I have 228 hours in Power World. And so people love it. And so what I was hoping for is that, I'm going to put the game down after 30 hours. I'm like, because I know how I am with games. I did the same thing with Starfield. I'm doing the same thing with Stalker. I'm like, I am going to just beat the shit out of this game and just burn myself out. I need to take a break and come back when there's more updates to give myself some leeway with new content. And so I'm really happy that that there's new content. Even in the midst of their lawsuit with Nintendo, the bullies at Nintendo, so ridiculous. So I'm really excited to jump in whenever this comes out, just to check out what's new. And do you guys think that we'll ever see? Okay, Power World still is in game preview, right? Is it still technically? So
yeah.
Whenever you load up Fortnite, it still says beta, right? It still says beta in the corner. Isn't that a thing still? And maybe that's like a legal thing. I don't know what it is, but it's like, do you guys think that Power World is ever going to come out of actual early access?
It's supposed to be 2025. It says.
Oh, they have a date. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not an actual date, just a year. That's about it.
A year. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's great. Yeah. I more power to these guys. I mean, look, if Nintendo's not going to push the Pokemon franchise forward and make it better, somebody else steps in. Nintendo didn't like that. I give these guys all the praise. I'm really excited to see what happens in the future with Power World.
Especially because they're doing the crossing with Terraria, then you know that it's not the end of the road. So
yeah,
who knows what they'll do next?
It's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, it's good.
Terraria's done a lot of crossovers. I think maybe 5 or 6, something with other games. I can't remember what they all are, but. At least they're open to doing that, and then it can change the shape of Power World so it's less Pokemon-y, and then they can sort of stay further away from getting into trouble, hopefully.
Yeah, very cool. Hargeet, Power World ever strike your fancy?
It didn't initially, but I tried it, and then I kept playing it and kept playing it and kept playing it. But then I kind of moved on to another game and never went back, unfortunately. But I don't know. Maybe I will go back to it. I don't know. I'm not sure. The problem is the backlog is so large.
Yeah.
I want to really invest time in Pal World. Like,
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know. I sunk quite a bit of hours into it, and then just kind of moved on to the next game. So cool that it's happening. There's some oddities with like the stuff not being available in Japan right now, right? Because of the Nintendo lawsuit. But whatever.
Right. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It was, like I said, a lot of fun. I'm interested that it's still growing and adding more things to it, and I definitely will be jumping back into it for sure. And also like to thank everybody that has retweeted and shared out the video and the X on X as well as YouTube. Thank you for everybody for doing that for us as well. I love seeing that. Let's see. I am actually looking at something. Give me a second here. I'm trying to pull up my bookmarks.
Shall we do Path of Exile?
Ooh, did you do it, Hargeet? Are you in it?
No, I have not played it at all.
Are you gonna do it?
I don't know. I'm not sure I will.
I bought it. I haven't touched it yet, but it was calling to me, and I'm like, because I played the first one, and I love that skill tree. That does not scare me. I love skill trees. But yeah, I bit the bullet. I can't wait. It's so far away to come out. So I put that on. That's on the to-do list.
Yeah. One of those you just went ahead and just bit the bullet on it, huh?
What's the story with the prices of those other ones? Like one of them was $500 Australian. I'm like, what is this? What do you get with that version?
Yeah, it's got some
I didn't even know that.
Some physical stuff with it for sure. But yeah, no, it's there is actually like a $300 something one for sure, and maybe even higher.
Wow.
Yeah, it's I guess if there are people that'll pay, put it out there and just let them see if they'll pay for it. Who knows? But yeah, my son's playing it now. He went in and put the 30 for it. I want to try it out for sure, but I think I'm just gonna wait another little bit and just wait for the free version like I did with the last one. I can wait. There's so many other things to play right now that I can wait for it. So, but we'll see. Close to the holidays as it gets closer. Like the blue number says, the Holly says, I'll wait till it's free. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like, I'll wait for it to be free. I mean, but yeah. So, with Path of Exile, anybody else? I mean, hey, it's looking really good. Reviews earlier are really good. I know it's Alex played like 8-hour stream of it. Started off and he was in it to win it, man.
He's got what, like over 1,000 hours in that game?
In the first one?
In Path of Exile? I think it's a Path of so I don't know. Like he's really liking it.
Oh yeah. And
it's like his main thing, right? That's like his main
That's the game he goes to for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I think almost all of us have watched his show at one time or other. He's a pretty awesome dude. I do like his viewpoints on a lot of things. So let's see. Let me bring this up real quick. Present. Let's talk about this.
Yes, let's.
So yeah, it's doing really well.
Surprisingly, I didn't think it was going to.
Yeah,
I don't mean to even be the I'm the captain now type thing. I just want to have. I'm so curious because I've been wondering this for forever since the reviews came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I listen. Just to preface this, I play on Xbox. I play on PC. I haven't played on PlayStation in a while because I sort of got burnt out on the style of games. Like I know, like Hargeet, you might feel the same way. Just the style of games. I'm just like, all right, I could probably just watch these games. I think they're great games. PlayStation exclusives, the Sad Dad walking simulators, that kind of stuff. But the last PlayStation game that I played was Ragnarok, and I was like, it was good. You know, I had fun with it, but it didn't like make me feel emotionally. It didn't make me feel as emotional as the 2018 did. And so I'm saying all that to say, this type of game we haven't seen like on Xbox with the cinematics and the cutscenes and the, you know, and it is tied to a movie IP. Do you guys think that this game would have rated as well if it wasn't already announced to be coming to other platforms?
So
I mean, you know what I mean?
The Xbox tax is what you're talking about.
or the PlayStation Pass, you know, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Like I don't deny that this game is great. That's not what I'm saying. And I'm really excited to play it myself.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. I'm really excited. I'm gonna get it on physical. I'm gonna get. I think Colt's gonna send me a Steelbook. I'm so excited to play it.
Nice.
But everyone is talking about, even like the people who websites writing articles about how great this is, typically bash Xbox just constantly. And knowing that this game is coming everywhere is basically like, to me it's like a sign that it's because, did people play this on a PC or did they play it on an Xbox at launch? I don't know the internal details of how the review codes worked and what platforms were available, but I don't know. I'm always curious because this is the best rated Xbox game ever like I can remember. I don't know.
No, there's other ones that are highly rated, right? Forza Horizon 5, for instance, is very highly rated. Hi-Fi Rush was an 89, right? So there's other ones. Halo Infinite's the same level. So
right. Well, yeah, dude. In Starfield got, and then people apparently everyone hates Starfield. Everyone hates Starfield.
Starfield's an 85 open critic. It's an 85 open critic. 1 point lower.
Man. Right.
So,
yeah, I think it's really just a vocal minority. I don't know. I just, sorry, I didn't mean to derail anything. I'm just so curious to hear what everyone else thinks about, like, do you think it would have reviewed better? I don't know. It's just strange. That
interesting question.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're kind of in a bubble at the same time.
I know. Yeah.
It's hard to judge, I think.
Oh, crap. You're
But
playing that video?
Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
I can't believe these motherfuckers put this on their thing on their page to start with.
I know,
was
it's such a spoiler,
like,
right?
How dare you? Yes. Because you can't avoid it. It wasn't like
it's not only that, but it's not even IGN's content. It was this is like the exact thing that Digital Foundry did to do their tech comparison.
Yeah.
I was pissy at that.
Well, I'm sorry if I showed it in. So.
Oh yeah, you just spoiled it.
Massive
too.
spoilers,
No,
massive
no, no.
spoilers,
Yeah,
massive
okay.
spoilers.
Yeah, you need to
I
put
mean,
time.
it was the first movie. It's really nothing to do with anything.
Which was
Yeah.
not.
I just watched
people
this
didn't
movie the
wanna,
other night.
actually tell anybody that that's what's going to happen, right? But whatever.
Yeah, but I don't know. You can't deny how beautiful this game is.
Yeah.
So I guess it's up to the bias of the reviewers that would have. Okay. Oh my god.
Fantastic. I love it.
For Tango.
Oh
that was actually pretty good. When you put that out there.
I can hear his voice right now in my head.
Yeah.
But no, I mean the game's fantastic. Anyway, the game is absolutely, it's really good. I've been playing it. I played it on Friday before I went away, and I've played it again this evening when I come back, and I did another 4-hour stream. So I've played it for about 8 hours now. Big chunk of time into it, and Troy Baker sounds like eerily close to Harrison Ford.
I know. Hey.
It's like eerily
So
close.
good, dude.
You would not, if somebody didn't tell you that it wasn't Harrison Ford, you would think it was Harrison Ford. It's just that well done. Lighting in the game is absolutely brilliant.
Oh, yep.
The atmosphere is fantastic all the way through. It's a perfect homage to Indiana Jones. It's just like playing a really long indie movie with a great story. So I think people are going to really enjoy it.
Did your fingers get sore from whipping? I'm because I'm doing it so often that like my trigger finger is actually sore after playing it.
What's your trigger finger? Is it your index?
Yeah.
Oh,
My index finger.
From
so I'm
whipping.
whipping everybody, and well,
Whip it good.
because you whip and then you pull them towards you, and it's easier to do that than be grabbing weapons because you whip them and then you pull them towards you and you punch the shit out of them, and my fingers were hurting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then my gun disappeared. So I think that it broke. Is that the story? If you break your weapon, then it disappears?
You just run out of ammo. So as soon as it runs out of ammo, then you just gets rid of it.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you should watch that because I'm like, I've got this big gun and it's gone. I thought I dropped it, but I guess I just blew all the ammo.
Yeah, you don't, because it doesn't. It's obviously it's meant to be a bit more stealthy and things like that. So you only pick up weapons every now and again, and you don't pick up ammo for them. You just have whatever's ammo is in the gun. So as soon as it's run out, it's done, and then you can turn it around and hit people with it, and then it'll eventually break.
What I did notice, tell me if this is true. You know, when you go steal stuff, like from the tents in that's the first part you can really sort of steal. Like I didn't think anybody was watching me, and I stole, and they like knew what I was doing. I'm like, I can't.
If when you're picking it up, it's red, then they can see you. If it's white, then you're good.
Right,
but yeah, I guess a lot of, or delving into kind of the thing itself, right? But like, so some pointers to people who start this game. You want to go find all the books you can. So go find the books to give you all the power-ups, because otherwise you can't do things like you're saying, like whip and pull. That's not an option unless you actually find the power-up for that, which is all in the book. So you're going to get like a map, and then there's a place where you can find a person that will give you sort of like the Ubisoft unlock of all the things on the map, right? But you have to buy each one. Prefer the books, because that kind of gives you everything you need. It also includes other maps that include like the other things that are out there, right? So so it'll unlock all the other things for you. So it's better to just get the books. So find that one first, and then go get all of them as much as you can. I don't know if you've gotten far enough, but eventually you get the disguises. So then you don't really have to worry about that as much. So you don't really have to do much as far as stealthing. You can just walk around.
Apart from certain enemies can see through your disguises, so you've got to run away from them really quickly.
It's like they can see through you. I'm like, what's the fucking point of having a disguise if they can see through you? But that was. So, I find that the enemies just pile in like ants, like you walk.
You're not like if you shoot, oh my god, it's over. If you shoot, because it makes a lot of noise and suddenly everybody comes at you. So that's probably the worst weapon to use. So
and actually hide bodies as well. If you get rid of somebody, hide the body, because if they find them, that's it.
Yeah.
Where do you
unless you want to use that, because you can, if there's only a couple around and they happen to be walking and they see it, like, oh my god, what happened? And then they happen to be in a vulnerable spot where you can now go and hit them, right?
Yeah.
So, but look, the whole point of this is
every map as well has different mysteries, so it's not just the main story. You have all these individual mysteries in each map as well. So it's up to you whether or not you want to progress from that level immediately, or stick around and get all the mysteries done before you leave that level. But you can go back to each level and area whenever you feel like it, and go and do the mysteries and find all the hidden secrets and etc. on each level. So it's good that way.
Agreed.
The puzzles are the puzzles that I've come across, I wish they were harder. But there was a weird one. That was the Jesus one. I don't want to ruin it, but there's this puzzle with Jesus on the crucifix, and you have to pour wine into this thing. Anyway, but it was, and I got it, but it was the most obscure, weird puzzle solving, and I'm like, how did I get, like, I don't know, I did it, but it was just odd. I'm not spoiling anything, don't you worry. But
it's actually the levels I'm thinking so far, some of the levels are much longer than I anticipated them to be. Like the second level,
I'm like 20 plus hours in, and I'm just getting through the second area. So
they are much longer. Like even the story, if you just go in story, I thought they'd be over significantly quicker. I was like, this level's really long. Like I feel like this section goes a long time, and it's not
Did
a
the
bad thing.
puzzles get harder though? Like even Black Ops 6 puzzles were better, I thought. Like
Yeah, some of the puzzles are. Some of them are a little bit different. Some of them are light based. Some of them are secret codes that you've got to find. So and then decipher certain codes. So there's a lot of different things in each level, and it does switch it up every time as well. So it's really good. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it, to really getting into it. I mean, I like I said, I got the early access and then just didn't really have time to even enjoy the early access. So
yeah, as far as me like playing, oh my god, like I started the game and then I just couldn't stop playing it. I'm trying to finish up games that are leaving Game Pass, and I just don't want to play them. I want to go back to indie. I've had sleepless nights for the last couple of nights because all I did was play this game until like 7 a.m. And then sleep for a few hours and go back and play more.
That's exactly what I was doing just before this stream, and I was literally streaming, and I was like, I really need to wrap this up, but it just keeps going. I'm like, I just need to wrap this up. I'm on podcast in like half an hour. I need to get this done, and it just kept going. I was like, no, next one.
What outfit do you wear when you play it? Like in the game, I like the Temple of Doom one.
I just put that one
on. See his hairy chest. Fucking hell.
And then the other whip, what was the other one? Like what?
The Lion Tamer whip.
The Lion Tamer. Yeah,
I know.
that one.
Big black Lion Tamer whip. That's one I use.
Yeah, I use the Lion Tamer one as well.
I love the sound effects. That's great. I keep hearing people talk about comparisons to Hitman games. I didn't realize because, like, whenever you're really excited for a game. And you're like, I've seen enough. I know I'm going to buy it. I'm going to stop. So I don't know.
Hitman and Dishonored.
Shown.
Dishonored, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Dishonored and Hitman. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those are the two comparisons. I'm a huge Hitman fan. I'm such a huge fan of that.
That's where you like hiding the bodies in this one.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that you can have disguises, but what Hargeet was saying, you fire a gun in Hitman, it's done. Everyone knows everything, so that's so it gets me even more excited to play it. I love that, and people are it's such a weird combination of like an immersive sim like Dishonored or Hitman, and then you think Indiana Jones is going to be like that. So I'm so happy to see that it actually works. So I can't wait to get my hands on it to see how it works and how it feels, because it's every time I hear something new about it, I get more excited. So
yeah, and of course, like Hargeet mentioned before as well with the books, and it's more like a kind of an RPG-ish system there, where you've got to kind of get points and then unlock different abilities and things all the way through, and you can choose which abilities you unlock, and then you've got health items that you can kind of steal from things like apples or croissants, or even though they call them cornettos in the game.
Okay.
Bread and fruit and random things that you can steal, and then bandages that you bandage yourself up with. And
I don't seem to be able to like distract them. Do you? Like, like in Plague Tale where you can throw a rock. I'm like,
you take a bottle and then just aim it in a direction away from them. And then like throw it, and as long as it's within a range, they will go to it.
Oh, thank God.
And so you can distract it. Yeah, you can distract. And there's bottles everywhere, so you can do that. The other thing is, like, for folks that are trying to stealth, don't think of like a 2D plane where you have like tall grass where you somehow hide when everybody can see you anyway. No, you have to go like up and down, like, so that's verticality. So think about that instead, right? So look around and see if there's points where you can go up, especially with a whip or something like that. So a lot of that. And then discovery, just go everywhere, because you're just going to find stuff. And then you're going to hear people talk about something, and that'll give you a mission. And you're going to see like notes or something like that, and that'll give you a mission. You're going to need to really go around.
And they stick out like dog's balls too. Anything that you can pick up is like illuminated. It's a white. You can't miss it.
It's really good. Yep. Another thing that I would say for people playing the game is, specifically if you really like the Indiana Jones kind of temple, kind of searching ruins and things, then the second level is definitely the one for you. And I mean second level after the intro section, that doesn't really count. Yeah, where you're in Egypt. When you're in Egypt, that is like proper Indiana Jones territory there, because that's just constant like hidden temples and go and searching mysteries.
All sorts of stuff, right? It's great. No, like you said, Dutch. Basically, it feels like you're in an Indiana Jones movie, but you're doing it, and it's so well done. And that voice, oh my God, he just nailed it. He nailed it. It's so good. I'm my like I have a couple of gripes, but one of them is the saving. I don't like that I can't save whenever I want to. The checkpointing kind of gets annoying if you like are doing a whole bunch of things you haven't checkpointed. You kind of you mess up. You have to restore. You're going back. It could be a couple minutes, but it could be like 10, 15 minutes, and in which case you have a lot of things you have to redo.
You know what I think's really cool, Hargeet, about the saving though, is when it has saved that save point and you quit out of the game. It just literally just does a third-person perspective, and it just stands behind Indiana Jones.
So when you start up,
and then you press continue, and it just goes back into the game. There is no, load screen.
I'm like, it's very cool.
What?
I like that. I like that.
I love that hat ability, don't you? That like second wind type of hat.
Yes. That's another power up. That's another power up.
It makes sense in the context of Indy because like he gets knocked down and he's like, all right, I'm gonna, and then he grabs his hat like in the movie. Let's do this. Let's do this again. I'm ready now. I love that. I have a question real quick. This is something I remember Holly was asking about this in one of our group chats. So the levels are really big, and what I guess the main question is, just to get right to it, whenever you're exploring, can you leave a level like you complete the main objective, and can you, while still continuing through the main story, return like whenever you want to? You can. You
just start and then you go to the map section and then you can just select whichever one you want to go back to.
You can travel.
And so whenever you return, you just sort of pop in and then you just spawn back in the level.
And by the way, another one that people may not realize, there are little signposts along the roads, and they'll say, you know, this thing that way, that thing that way. That's your fast travel. So you can click on one of those signs. It'll fast travel to that location.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
And then another PSA is there are little like wooden boxes with a little lock on the front. You can bash the lock off, and it usually has like $100 in it. So
I didn't even see one.
And then
take the photo of the cats. Take the photo of the pussy cats too, which gives you.
That's a mission. That's a mission.
Oh, is it? Oh, I just took photos because I saw somebody mention like, I'll do that.
Yeah, there's an actual
take
mission.
Take a photo of all the people you interact with. Everyone you meet, take a photo of them, because that's also something.
Oh, clicking.
And so my other gripe is the release timing. Why the hell didn't they try to make this happen earlier? Now they could say, okay, fine, it was not ready. It's like, then just put the freaking resources towards it and make it ready. Why didn't they put this out in November? So like now it's just gonna miss the TGAs. This is like the perfect game for the TGAs. I don't know that it makes the cut next year.
Yeah,
just because of the potential release slate that's coming, right? And so.
Well, you see, here's a different one. Here's a different one. It's releasing on PlayStation in March, so it will.
Yeah. And none of that matters. It really comes down to, is it going to be, overshadowed by so many other games that are coming out? And that's going to be the problem, right? Right now, like, you can't say that Troy Baker doesn't deserve to have at least a nod
absolutely
for his performance, right? And then the narrative, right? Like, up to now, it's been pretty good. I haven't finished it yet, but I hear it's killer, right? It's like, best narrative. Should it be there? Yes, right? Would it make Gotti? Maybe, right? So it annoys me that they didn't try to make that happen. And it's so like the Game Awards, right? Because it's all Hollywood. It's all like a cinematic adventure. It's exactly the kind of thing they love, which is why I probably got all the grades. Now, you were saying, Red, is this a fact that it's coming to PlayStation 5? Is that why it's getting the higher grades? I don't know that that's it. I think there's a shift that's already happening. I think that like I predicted at some point they'll just be undeniable that Xbox has too many games for you to keep piling on them. So you're going to have to give up on this whole Xbox tax or the PlayStation bump, whatever you want to call it, because eventually they're going to, like, how many of your audience members are going to say, well, why do you hate this game? It's so good. Right. And that will be a problem for them. Right now, it's up to now, it's been PlayStation dominance, right? And Nintendo dominance, to be fair. Right. And so a lot of the audience for those folks is PlayStation players and Nintendo players. Now that's kind of going to start to shift. There's just no way around it. And as that keeps shifting, you're just going to have to meet your audience. And so that's what you're getting. Right. Was it not stunning to have the Max, the head of the PlayStation podcast on IGN say that you should buy an Xbox, not a PlayStation, because PlayStation's roadmap is non-existent, and Xbox actually has games and has Game Pass. That's from the head of the freaking PlayStation podcast Beyond,
Pretty
on
crazy.
IGN, saying that, right? Things have already started shifting, and I think that's what's happening. And so you're going to see more and more that they're just going to get the credit they deserve. Will this have a higher bump when it goes to PlayStation? Potentially, because think of the bugs, right? Right now, this is being, reviewed in its pre-release state, right? The actual release is tomorrow. We just got update 1, like the day of release update that fixed a whole ton of bugs, gave you ray tracing, right? Which they just put in path tracing, right? So all that stuff is now coming in. So they didn't even release, review the game as it was fully intended, right? And so maybe it really was just a timing issue, whatever. But they will potentially be able to review it when it's fully released with the DLC, when it potentially comes to a PlayStation, and I think it's going to happen to a Nintendo as well. When that comes out, they would give it a better review just because it's in a better state, right? Much like Sea of Thieves was in a much better state than when it initially came out. When they put it on PlayStation, it's in a much better state now. So I think it might get a little bit of a bump. Is that because of review bias? Maybe, but it also is possibly just because it's going to be in a better state. That's it, right? So we'll see. But I do think like it's a pretty good release. I just wish they'd released it a little earlier so that I had a chance to make it into the TGS. But we'll see what happens next year.
Did it have you worried? Do you think, it's not going to be that good because they were releasing it?
Yeah, there were 2 paths, right? That one, they didn't like. They didn't think it was good, right? That would have been one potential. Which I was like, okay, maybe they don't have confidence in this game, or they're just being dumb and they're not putting it out when they should. It turns out they're being dumb.
Oh, not again. Oh, it's broken again.
But this week we had Fantasian, we had Path of Exiles 2, we had Indie, and then what's the fourth one?
Stalker 2?
No, not Stalker. It's the fourth game. It's a big one, and I'm totally forgetting the name. Marvel Rivals.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't. I want to, but there's too many games.
I've played it. I played it for 5 hours straight with some friends. Oh my god! And I'm not that type of. I'm not that type of like. I don't jump into hero shooters, but I was like, it's heroes. It's like the actual heroes. Like this. kind of makes sense.
It's
and
gonna destroy Overwatch. There's no way it can like.
There's some like nostalgia on top of that. Yeah, there's some nostalgia piled on top of that with all the heroes that people have grown up loving, and it's really good. I don't want to go on tangent. It's really good. Yep.
That's cool. No, we can go anywhere, dude. It's all good. Hargee, we did get a new, actually a renewed member, and then we have a chat as well too. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, muted. In Bangkok, AC Vic. Hey, AC Vic. Okay, here we go, Vic. Member for 3 months, and then he has a $2 super chat. What's up, guys? At Epic, how's your
Better than yours, Vic.
today?
See, you're so filthy. You broke my camera this time, you prick.
Yep.
My ass is hiding from you.
Epic, can you be on every show? I'm just asking, just checking. Anyway,
and then we have another one.
Oh well, there
another
you go.
$2. Epic video is down. No need to be here now.
I told you broke it, motherfucker.
She'll get it.
It's never happened before.
All I can say is even her picture is great. So
it is. It's a good one.
And she has the voice. Come on, ASMR.
Yeah.
Right. There
like I told you, didn't I? I was playing Silent Hill and I was streaming. I didn't know at a 10,000 bit rate or something on, and Twitch doesn't allow it. It's like 6,000 or something like that. But so every time somebody would be watching Silent Hill, they'd see a black screen and like, I will stay here anyway. So then I just did this audio, this narrative of what I was seeing in the game, and then they stayed because I just wanted to listen to what was going on. So I'm like describing everything, and I thought, shit, it's probably not the best game to do it in, because I'm trying to explain that these nurse things, and that you could hear me beating the shit out of them, and they stayed, they enjoyed it, but yes.
Yeah, you definitely need to finish reading Dracula. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Yes,
that's actually awesome. And I actually enjoyed listening to those because, like I said, it was cool. I love audiobooks anyway, so it was like this is the best. Maybe you can do the audiobook version for Hargeet's book. There we go.
Maybe.
There you go. All right, so all right, this is a little off course, but it's related to Indiana Jones, and I'm just going to play it for you. Some of you may know who Bob and Tom are. They're a morning show, and they had a guest on at one time that was a comedian that does a really good Harrison Ford imitation, and I just wanted to share his little. It's pretty funny. It's kind of comical. So let's share this. You guys make sure it's gonna pull up here. All right, so let me know if you can't hear it, Hargeet, once I start playing it. Okay. Let's see here. All right.
And they cracked me up too because the plot is Indiana Jones is a college professor somewhere in the 1930s. It's his job. Every movie's got that scene in the beginning. He was like teaching class, and then something comes up, and he has to go save the world. And I guess he just cancels class for the next 6 weeks. Sure, heck yeah. That's why all the kids are in there. Hey man, you want to blow off class? Archaeology with Jones, dude. Every semester he's got to find some holy stick or something like that. Easy. Harrison Ford walks in there the first day. All right, class. My name's Dr. Indiana Jones, professor for archaeology 101. His dad, Sean Connery, busts in the door. Junior. Dad, I'm trying to teach class here, all right? Judy, there's no time. Ramazan is about to uncover the sword of destiny in a Vandalic horde in Tunisia. Look, Dad, I can't just go chasing after some sword all the time. It's not just any sword, Junior. It's no tongue. No tongue. The legendary sword of Sigmund the Wholesome. Sword by his widow upon Theodoric the Ostrogoth before the slaughter of the Burgundians in 454 AD. And then lost for 1,000 years. And some other crap to make up right now. That sword belongs in a museum, Dad. Meanwhile, the class is sitting there going, yeah, you better go get that thing, dude. Yeah. Don't worry about us. Go save the world. He takes off. The class goes to some bar to party afterwards. Boy, I tell you, dude, every semester.
So, yeah. Sorry, I had to share that. I thought that was funny. So yeah. He does another one that I couldn't find. It was really great when he was doing The Fugitive, and he's actually goes to a Subway as a fugitive and ordering Subway, and it's fucking hilarious. And the guy behind the counter is like, "Yo, Indiana Jones," and he's like, "Harrison Ford, I'm gonna play Indiana Jones." He goes, "No, you're Indiana Jones." It's just very funny shit. All right, I've derailed the show. Welcome. That's what you can do when you're the host.
Hi, Colt.
Hi.
There you go.
Yeah, Colt's here. Thank you, Colt, for being here. And of course, Joey is here. Joey Honda, and so many others. It's so awesome. And Abdel 114 is here. Guys, thank you all so much for being here. Of course, everybody's a big fan of Epic, Red Wolf, and The Wandering Dutch, and Hargeet. No. So we definitely appreciate it. Oh, look, the blue number is back too. Yay, Blue's here. Yeah. Excellent. She's actually a pretty amazing content provider herself. I love content creator, I should say, creator, whatever. Hargeet, did we get this super chat here?
We did not. As the AAC AAC Vic, $2. As the AAC found, I have made you all members now. Okay.
The fuck you have. I'm not a part of your ass eating committee.
I assume he's founder. I think that's what he meant. But anyways, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. All right, then. Let's see if I can get control of this. Hey, let's talk about this. This is this will be good. And yes, you guys will see my votes. So, all right. I don't really care.
Yay.
I voted for who I voted for, and if you don't like it,
Ooh, I love this part. Let's go.
All righty then. So and then there were 10. So it's down to 10. And tomorrow, the 9th we'll get the final 5, and then you can vote for one to be the Player's Voice Award. So interesting. But I did. We were talking earlier about Power World, and Power World did make the first cut, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So we have let's see, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Genshin Impact, Helldivers 2. How do you pronounce that damn thing?
Metaphor Refantasio?
Perfect. Pal World,
Yay.
Stellar Blade, Wuthering Waves. I haven't even heard of that one. And Zenless Zone Zero. Haven't heard of that one either.
That one.
So yes, my personal 5 were, of course, I can't even pronounce it. Mustachio.
Metaphor Refantasio.
Yeah, that's it. Metaphor.
Pistachio.
I'm just kidding. Power World and yeah, Black Myth, Elden Ring, and Genshin. Those are the ones I picked because I could. So, guys, what do you think about the final 10? We'll start. We'll go with ladies first this time. So, how's that?
Well, Dave, I'm glad you.
You stop it, Mister. Oh shit.
What I think will win, or what mine is.
Well, I guess first of all, what do you think about the 10 that it came down to, and then out of the 10, what do you hope?
Can you make it all the screen again?
I
Show
will
them
try.
again?
I can pan through them again for sure.
Piece of shit. You don't have authority to promote members to our seating committee anymore. Oh, you've been deranked. Okay.
D-ranked.
So Balatro didn't even get in the People's Choice?
Nope.
That's very surprising. I guess not a lot of people have played it yet, maybe. I don't know. These seem fine. I'm glad Stellar Blade did not get in. Oh, good.
Stellar Blade is in the yep. It is one of the 10.
Oh, okay. Why are they? Oh, okay. They're your votes. Oh, I see.
So the ones that those.
I don't know
those
what
are-
these
those are my votes.
so Wuthering Waves got in and the other one got in, but Balatro didn't. I find that very weird.
Yep.
Zenless Zone Zero. Oh, the Hoyoverse. Did they do what did they do? Did they do the Star Rail thing? Was that the same people? The Honkai Star Rail?
Honkai Star Rail, I think so.
Right. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy Power World got in there. The others are fine.
So would
I'm
that
not
be
surprised.
your choice for the game out of all these? Because there's also the
I don't.
Black Myth.
I don't. Far out.
I know, right?
It's very hard. It's very hard because I don't think Power World deserves to be Game of the Year, but I like the fact that it's a people's voice. Put it there.
Yeah.
I don't think Erdtree. I think everybody knows that it should have its own categories. DLC.
Hey,
That's
agreed.
like a no-brainer.
Thank you.
thing.
That's what I was gonna say. Why the hell is Elden Ring on there in another category if it's already a nominee for Major Game of the Year?
It just should have
Why-
the DLC category. I think they'll change it. I think
Yeah.
next year they'll put it in because of that, because it's a extraordinary DLC. I think Metaphor that's my top pick. And I haven't played it, but I know enough of it to know that it is likely to do it.
I agree.
So I played it a tiny bit, but you could see how special it was in comparison, how different it was to the other games. Black Myth, I haven't played that, but
Looks good.
yeah, it looks good. Is it that special to
Right.
make it stand out from other games so much like Metaphor does?
Right.
Final Fantasy is beautiful, but is it special? Which one's the most special? I think the Metaphor is probably, I think mentally
Yes.
the one that would be the winner. That's
I
my
agree.
guess. I could be wrong.
No, that's good
Harris
logic to that for sure. Dutch, what do you think?
I probably wouldn't choose any of those apart from Rebirth. I've completed Rebirth. But if I had a choice on player's choice, I would have a game that isn't on that list anyway. I would have Visions of Mana, which is fantastic. That would probably be my go-to so far. But no, none of those games are on my list. I want to play Metaphor at some point. Pal World, yeah, it was great. It's nice that it's been voted for. At least it's got the option to be there, but I don't see that being a Game of the Year contender. Again, Elden Ring, the DLC should not be there. It's a DLC.
But it does raise the bar, though, doesn't it? It does raise the bar for what DLCs should be instead of some filler bullshit. You know, it's like, that's a crazy DLC. Same as like Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. That was like
but they
nuts.
could also say like Phantom Liberty.
Yeah, exactly.
Also fantastic, but that's not there.
So we start to see this DLC that's worthy, hefty, and worthy enough to be voted for them to go, oh, this is really good. Maybe it should be considered.
But we didn't see that though with The Witcher 3, which had significantly massive award-winning DLCs.
Exactly what I was going to say, Dutch. It's so crazy. It's exactly what I was going to say. If there was anything to win a crazy award for expansion, Blood and Wine, that kind of thing. Yeah, totally agree with you, man. Yeah.
So they should have its own category for DLC, to be honest, because they are going to some developers, not all, because a lot of them just put out the game and it's done, and that's that. But there are some developers that will put out almost like for like, here's the game and here's another game the size of the game in DLC, and that's fantastic. But it's still DLC,
right? Yeah, the size a bit bigger than most games as they stand on their own. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So that's personal preference. I'd rather it was just voted for secondary, and that's mainly because I would rather see entirely brand new games get the opportunity to be voted for as a Game of the Year, as opposed to a DLC taking it off a brand new game that gets overlooked.
Yeah, 100%.
So I mean, personally for me, the only one on that list I would choose is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Do you think they'll add a DLC category next year?
No, because it's Jeff.
They're too stubborn.
Yeah. All right, Red Wolf. What are your thoughts?
I if this is the only choice that I have, it definitely would be Metaphor, and I was one of those people that I looked at Persona 5 and everyone kept screaming about Persona 5 and how it's the greatest thing ever, and I like anime fine. Like I'm one of those dudes that like I love Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. That was like my entry level to anime, but I don't actively love it, so I can't necessarily say like I'm a weeb. I'm like I love this kind of stuff. So Persona 5, whenever I played it, I tried it a couple times, and when it finally clicked, it clicked hard, and I like fell really in love with it, and I totally understood what they were going for. And so Metaphor. So once I understood what Atlas was trying to do, like their formula, sort of like how Bethesda has their formula, you sort of understand like what to expect. Whenever I played Metaphor I think I'm like 12 hours in, I understood exactly what it was, and for what it's doing, it's really, really unique within its genre of what Atlas does. So I feel like Metaphor deserves all of that: the music, the voice acting, the everything.
UI.
The UI, dude. Oh my god, dude. The art style. Whenever you go to see and you see all the characters, oh my god, it's just so good.
It's just so different. That's why I'm like, this one is special.
It's really
but
unique.
Will they see it
really
as that? I don't know.
Exactly. And like as soon as you see based, people are like, ooh, brother. Like that this game a lot of the times doesn't even feel turn-based because it moves so quickly. It's just you hit the attack button, but it's just like everything about it feels really special. It feels elevated within its genre. So Metaphor, hands down for me. Totally.
Very cool. Very cool. Hargeet?
Yeah, so disappointingly, Call of Duty didn't make the next round. I was hoping that could get somewhere. However, it is Call of Duty. The players of Call of Duty are not likely to be voters, so it is what it is.
You're too busy playing the game.
The bro gamers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So the 5 that I chose are Black Myth Wukong. I know you're going to hate it, but Erdtree, FF7 Rebirth, Metaphor, and Pal World. And it's just I haven't played Genshin, so I don't know. It's probably good. I haven't played Final Fantasy VII, but I'm like, it's probably one of those top ones. Haven't played Helldivers either, so I wasn't sure what to do there. Stellar Blade, everybody seemed to who played it liked it, but I guess again I haven't played it. So, and the other two again, same thing. Like Hoya versus Endless Zone Zero sounds like it's gonna be pretty good as well, but like I haven't touched any of that. So, and same with Wuthering Waves. So, just unfortunate, but it is what it is. Right? So. So I just went with those. Disappointed that Call of Duty didn't make it, but oh well. I think Metaphor hopefully wins.
Yeah. I'm like I said, you guys see my votes, so I'm interested to see about it. We don't have to wait long. Tomorrow, I think it's around noon or so, is when when it's going to be down to the final 5, and that's where you can place your final vote. Then of course Thursday will be the
Game
Awards, and I know everybody's really excited that we will get to see.
Oh, fuck. This dude and his puppet fixations just.
I don't understand why. Like, who keeps telling them that the Muppets is like still popular?
He loves hands up asses. I think Ask Vic. He probably knows more.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So bloody weird, isn't it?
Damn.
Too funny. Too funny.
Yeah, I mean, we're all ready for
I
Astro to
don't
win Game of the Year. We're all ready? Yeah, ready?
What?
No,
Sorry,
not
what?
ready for that.
Game
Not ready for that. We do have a super chat and of course some gifted that we're gonna do real quick. So
Ray, $2. AEC is a lifestyle.
Alrighty.
And then Spartan gives us 5 memberships. Thanks, Spartan. And then the people who got it. Nazir Tech, Noise Mofo, and then Nighturnal, Jeremy Lazan, and then Mohammed Diallo.
There you go. Thank you, Spartan. We greatly appreciate your generosity, sir. It is very awesome of you to do that. So
yeah, Spartan's awesome.
He is amazing. Community member and like a goes around to all these great podcasts and shows the love, as it were. So it's much appreciated, sir. Much respect to you for that. So the Game Awards are going to be coming up this Thursday, and then next week's show will be with Dirk Griggity, and which is going to be pretty interesting. Hopefully, with Dirk Griggity and Sean, and we're going to be breaking it all down on next Sunday's show, and along with Hargeet and myself, and we're going to be talking about maybe some
world premiere.
Maybe there'll be some. We do have another super chat from David.
Gosh darn it. Jay Reese, $2. This is not me saying this, Jeff. Jeff is a Muppet. He looks out for his own kind.
How dare you, Hoggeet?
Yeah,
what he said there, Jeff.
It's not me saying it.
It's too late. They're gonna edit it. Editing is,
all we need is the voice clip just to remove the video.
Yeah, right. That's all you need. Yeah. Somebody's gonna start using that as their soundbite on the show. So.
and as requested by Abdel in the chat, I'll play this one.
So if this is about competition, let us have competition.
Oh, it's all about competition. We will see what happens at the awards show and everywhere else. Stop sharing that. Wow, guys. Oh man, we've been going for an hour and a half. We blew through most of our topics except for one. And I guess we'll go ahead and touch on it because it's a pretty interesting little one here toward the end. Because it's
Let's touch it, Dave. Let's touch it together.
Let's touch it. So no PlayStation showcase, and fans are pretty desperate for one, and they were predicting pretty hard and heavy that there was going to be one on the 3rd, and Hargeet, what happened? Give us the insight.
Well, it was the 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
And they got a temporary boot up screen background thingamabobby that's going to go away. That's what they got.
Thingamabobby. I like that.
Yes. And they also got a free to play mini version of Gran Turismo. My first Gran Turismo. That's pretty good, right? Something, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And they got that torturous
Is that
trailer that
temporary as
showed
well, or-
Bloodborne, which nobody knows what
Right.
that meant. That's what they did get. So
That is that.
Yeah. And then Sean 786, you made sure you posted this on some gamer scores for this year.
Yeah.
Right. Just to kind of cement the Lego Horizon Adventure 69, and then
Not that they'll
Concord.
ever remember. They won't remember that these are games that PlayStation put out. They don't remember the bad ones. They only remember the good ones.
Yeah, I do. Interesting. The overwhelmingly dislike on there is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And I also wish that they would actually support their developers, but they're full of crap. PlayStation players do not support their developers. Hence, RIP, that studio is dead.
Yeah.
And Lego Horizon isn't selling.
Yeah. Yep.
how hard is it to do something though? It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
It is, isn't it? And why would you give something to the players, like have a background and then take it away? What is
I
the
didn't
value
get
of
that
taking it
either.
away?
I didn't get that either. Because I installed it and it was like, this is a temporary. I'm like, why? Why is it temporary? Well, it's a background. Why does it have to be temporary? I don't understand that. Just leave it.
That makes no sense. You're right. It absolutely makes no
I don't
sense.
understand.
It's just
So
weird.
they're doing a lot of things that really don't make a lot of fucking sense. And the thing that gets me the most, and I'll just say it, is that there's a lot of fanboys, ponies, whatever you want to call them, that are just such denial that Sony's hurting. They've spent and wasted and lost a lot of money this year.
Yeah.
A lot of, let's just say, a fuck ton of money that they've lost. And I mean, look, I have a PlayStation. I want competition, because if we have competition, then it makes all
I
of
keep
us.
saying trade that thing in, get a PC, and don't ever worry about PlayStation again. They're so worthless right now. But anyway, whatever.
Yeah. No, and you're right. And of course, a lot of people, Hargeet, how is Lego?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually am one of the 5 people in the world who actually bought the game, both on the Switch and on Steam, and I finished it on Steam, and it was not good. It was not a Lego game. That was what really annoyed me. I was just hoping it would have the Lego mechanics from like the Telltale, like whatever the TT games that made them in WB, right? Traveler's Tales, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Whatever the name of the studio that made all those Lego games. They had a formula. It was very good, right? But this did none of those things. It was a linear game. You had like very little ties to Lego at all, like none. It was just zero. And so you're basically just playing a story. That's it. That was what you were doing the entire time. It was just playing a story. So yeah, it was not good. And it had that like constant Aloy, useless self dialogue. And you're like, just shut up, please just shut up. Just shut up. Could you just shut up? Oh my God, it was, and like, the story's good enough, but like the dialogue has been kind of meh.
Mhm.
This took it to a whole new level of bad. It was just not good. It was so cringy and annoying. But anyway, that was my review of the game. What did it get? Like a 60 something? Yeah, that's about right. But a 6 or a 5 that's probably where it deserves to be. It's.
I wonder how the knockoff
So
of
disappointing.
Horizon will go. I forget what its name is. Its name.
Yeah, it'll probably be better. Look, it is what it is. I wanted to support them putting their games on other platforms, but this was a terrible game. It just sucked. I can't recommend it to anyone, unfortunately.
I mean, it's pretty bad if you mess up the formula for a Lego game.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it's not them who did it. It's not that same studio.
right.
It's totally different, and unfortunately, it doesn't have any of that like Lego magic at all. So
Wow. It's crazy. Well, all right, let's I'd be remiss if I didn't play one of the we were all talking about the Indiana Jones and how much we enjoyed it and how we're looking forward to it and everything. But there was somebody in the community that didn't seem to enjoy it as much. And so yeah. Good old
Here we go.
Greg Miller. So let's play his comments on Indiana Jones.
On the Kind of Funny scale, I think Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a 6.5. What is Indiana Jones? Harrison Ford, it's the hat, it's the whip, it's adventures, it's temples, it's puzzles, it's this. Yes, yes, yes. But that's the movie. What is an Indiana Jones video game? And I think they made some choices there that really detract from making this the definitive, oh my God, this is an amazing game. They just fail to make exploration fun in this game. I think the game struggles to be intuitive. On the Kind of Funny scale.
What the fuck does he mean? What did they want an Indiana Jones game to look
like an Indiana Jones game.
You want to have a fucking lightsaber or something? What's wrong with him?
I think they didn't stray from the beaten path. I think that like they kind of just scrolled through and just went through the game instead of searching for the power-ups. Because look, you can be very stealthy, but you want to get some upgrades, and then it makes it much easier, right? So I think they just skipped a whole bunch of things. And then with those side things, you can do so much more. Like, you don't have to actually get the disguise. If you don't get the disguise, it's going to be much harder, right? So like, these are the things that, like, if they don't do those things, it's going to be a different game. I think they're expecting it to be like Wolfenstein or, I don't know, maybe Tomb Raider, where you're shooty. And that's not what this is, right? Indiana Jones doesn't go around shooting people, right? It's once in a while that happens. It's most of the time here. That's what he does. He's thinking, right? That's what he's doing. And that's what this is. So the game is really an indie like simulation. And that's why it feels good as an indie game. It does not feel like I'm going around shooting people game. That's not the intent of this. The intent is to outsmart everybody and go find the thing you need, right? And that's what indie does, right? Usually, if you watch the movies, there's people everywhere, and he's like, I can go this way, and they will never notice. I'll go that way, and they will never notice, and I'll go get my thing, and then I'll get the hell out of here, right?
Yeah, all the inner dialogue and everything like that proves that. What a fucking weirdo. Such a weird person.
I don't know what they were expecting, but that's my guess. I haven't listened to all of it, right? So that's my guess. And Paris has been going around kind of like saying, hey, this is how I felt about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the game mechanics were good enough. I think the enemy AI was bad. And it's like, okay, fair enough if you think the enemy AI is bad, but like, I didn't pay attention to the enemy AI because I wasn't attacking the enemy. I don't care to do that. I'm just going and stealthing and getting my stuff. So
yeah, it sounds more like a lot of like testing and things didn't work their way, so therefore they gave it like a negative. I wanted it to be this way, you know, loving it or hating it for what it's not, and you know, that type of thing.
Yep. And look, if they want to, like, Paris is usually around in our chat. If he wants to come on and talk about it, fair enough. We have no problem having you on as well. But like, yeah, it's just.
I thought I would hate the first person. Did you? I ended up loving first person and how it would switch at the most perfect time. I'm like, I was very angry when I found out that it was in third person. Until I played it. I'm like, this makes sense. And then it zooms in and it zooms out. And like you say, it is in here. So you get that dialogue, the inner dialogue, and then you get to see the shit happen. So I was proved wrong. Mm-hmm. I thought it was going to be meh. Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah. I'm blown away by it. I think it's fantastic, and the review scores seem to lament that. So that's good. Hargee, we got a super chat, and Spartan at it again.
Spartan, you're killing me here. Spartan 661, $5. Jeff, according to Spartan, likes socks. Sock puppets is his thing, according to Spartan. All of us like games. Xbox fans have a backlog. Sony still sucks with nothing to show. Xbox will be number one.
There you go.
And Spartan gifts us another 5.
Yay.
And this time it's Cell 134, Edward Wilson, Niv, NYV, Lore Master Jasper. Hey. And then Noah Osborne.
All right. Well, congratulations, and don't forget that if you did get, thanks, Spartan, for that. Thank you so much, Spartan. But you have access to all the emojis, including a special one for this week's episode, which is of Epic herself, Epictreasure. So yeah, there you go. As a vampire, there you go. I love it. 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 So yeah, and then Farq sent me a photo. He said that I needed to make sure that we do some promotion for Red Wolf. So I thought, well,
oh God,
let's promote Red Wolf. Red Wolf, are you ready, buddy? I think you're.
No, I'm not.
Are you sure? I don't know.
I don't have a choice. Let me take a drink. Oh God, yeah. I wish. Oh my God. Let's talk about buttered sausage. Buttered sausage. Why it does what it does. What? Anyway, no one gets it. It's fine. I will say I wish I had that hair. That'd be great. I look really thin. Also, very disproportionate. That's not how I look. But thank you so much, Farq, for doing that. And yeah, you can find all the buttered sausage on my podcast. I don't want to get into the plugs, but yeah, thank you, Farq.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah. And then Clute, who's a great member of the community, sent us this. I guess a little possible sneak preview of what's going to happen. There could possibly be a story trailer coming at the TGAs for that. Though the little,
another story trailer
would be interesting to get maybe some little more information or maybe some clips and info from Perfect Dark. That would be nice. Thank you, Clute, for sharing that with us. So yeah. Thanks
to Farq. Every time that I see Joanna Dark, I can only see Holly. If you have that picture, I'm sure Farq is going to send it to you anyway, just because I mentioned it. But yeah, he swapped Holly's face and it just looks. I'm like, that's Joanna Dark now. It's Holly Dark. It's Joanna Holly. It's Joanna Blue. I don't know. Anyway, thanks, Farq. You're awesome.
Exactly. And I gotta show it again for people who missed it earlier. If you're joining us now, with over 300 people that are watching us on X, YouTube, and on Twitch. Thank you so much. But Farq shared with us earlier in the episode this wonderful image of all of us on the panel as the Justice League, and I'll have to say that Epic looks better as the real Wonder Woman. Just saying, amazing. Gal Gadot. So there you go. And all of us agree. So there you go. But I do like Batman. Hargeet, can you talk a little about that? I'm Batman. Just kidding.
I'm not Batman.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, and Superman with a little fuzzy mustache. Thanks, sis. Thanks for that. So is it true there, Red Wolf, you are fast like the Flash?
Well, yeah, unfortunately I am, and that's the reason I can't keep a good boy down. That didn't,
that didn't sound right at all.
That didn't sound right at all. But hey, baby, yep, let's just move right.
we are off the rails, as it were. I love it.
Yep.
Epic equals Gal Gadot any day. There we go. Or is better than Gal Gadot.
Yeah. She's like, this is tame. This is tame.
It is, yeah.
I'll have to agree.
Yeah.
There you go. Guys, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. A big shout out to the panel and Wandering Dutch for staying awake through the whole thing, because I know he had his hike earlier today and he's quite the trooper. And for Epictreasure for getting up early and hanging out with us today. Appreciate that. And Red Wolf, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure. And shout out to Farq. He said he sent the picture to you, Dave, of Holly, if you have that. But yeah, thank you so much for having me. And for anyone who doesn't know who the hell I am or gives a shit, you can find me at Red Wolf Renegade on YouTube and on Twitter. The only Red Wolf Renegade on YouTube and Twitter. Got a weekly podcast every single Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, 3 p.m. whatever. You can find me there. The link's in the description. Thank you all so much. And there's Holly as Joanna Dark. It just works. It works.
Does.
Yep. There you go.
It does work. There you go. Again, thank you so much for being here, buddy. We really appreciate you and everything you do. And you have a really great show, and love it.
Thank
so
you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh man, right back at you. Epictreasure. Hello, darling. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on tonight.
I said I'd do it before the end of the year, didn't I? Well,
you did. You did. So hopefully we'll get you on next year too. At least once, right? But she's always in the chat, and we do appreciate that as well too. So Epic, please tell everybody where they can reach out to you, where they can find you, and of course the amazing content that you provide. Let them know what all the cool stuff that you can find on your channel, please.
you can just find me on YouTube at Epictreasure, and then you can find out what's there. Lots of different stuff. Go wherever the wind takes me. So
I like it.
it's always
I like
changing. But I'm in a path of exile too, a lot, I think.
Very cool.
We'll probably see more from that. But yes, Power World, absolutely more of that too. So
yeah, she has some really good tutorials, breakdown, and how to.
A very good teacher, aren't I, WebDave?
I do agree with that for sure, because like I said, I learned a lot for how to make bases and how to get the most out of the game, and made it a lot more enjoyable, because it was something I was like, I don't get how to do this, and it was like she made it easy, very very good. And then of course we're going to hold her to her finisher reading of Dracula, because Bram Stoker really put out a good novel. Yes, I said it again. Yep. So yeah, there you go. Thank you so much, Epic, for being here. We really appreciate it.
A pleasure.
Awesome. And Wandering Dutch, buddy, dude, been a long time, and I'm so glad you came back on. Let's not make it such a long time until next time you come on, buddy. So please tell everybody where they can reach out to you, where they can find you, and what amazing content that you got coming up.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for having us on. It's been a pleasure. I have a hiking video up tomorrow, 6 p.m. So I record the hikes that I go on and create videos about that, so you can watch those these days. There are 4 or 5 of them on the channel now under the vlogs playlist. Other than that, we will be back on, I think, Friday this week for our podcast, the Midweek Mixup and Wilder Gaming with Boxenberger. Usually we do it on a Thursday, but of course you've got the Game Awards on Thursday, so we're postponing it for one extra day just so we can get that out of the way overnight, cover that as a topic on Friday instead. Other than that, just generalized game streaming. You can find me everywhere at Wondering Dutch, or Twitter Wondering Dutch X, or Blue Sky Wondering Dutch. Pretty much everywhere, same name. So thanks for having us on. It's been a pleasure.
Of course, like I said, I definitely want to have you back on again sooner rather than later. So your schedule permitting, please let me know. We can work it out again, because like I said, an amazing member of the community, and your opinion is highly regarded to me. So thank you. Epic, did your camera go off again?
Yeah, Vic broke it again. He said he's dry, and then he had to come back with something, some odd message. Every time he sends these shocking messages, it just breaks.
It does.
The universe protecting my ass from him, I think.
All the ass eating, yeah.
Yeah, he just
that'll break anyone.
Oh, it's kind of shitty of him. Anyway, so Hargeet, please tell everybody where they can reach out to, where they can find you, and all the stuff that you're into. Please tell them. Let me rephrase that. All the podcasts you're on and the books that you sell.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so you can subscribe to my channel. It's Hargeet Chani 1 on YouTube. If you want to buy my science fiction book Emergence, it's at shop.chani.us. And then I'll be on with Double Barrel Gaming with Boom on Wednesday at 7 p.m. US Eastern Time. I'll see if I jump on for his post analysis on Friday of the Game Awards, and then I'll be on for Friday with See Money and Doodle anyway. So that'll be at 8 p.m. US Eastern Time. But yeah, so check those out.
Yeah, for real. So great catching him there too. Hargeet, thank you so much for everything you do. Greatly appreciate that. And you being here. And just a quick reminder that next week's show, we're going to be breaking down all the good stuff that happened. Actually, I'm getting ready to put the link up here in about 10 minutes for next week's show. So if you get a chance, go ahead and make sure you notify yourself. Make sure you put on the notification for that show so you do not miss next week's show. That'll be with Dark Riggedy and Sean 786. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. And we'll just say, yeah. Do you have something else?
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. My that was my ADD outwardly thinking, and I reacted to it as I was thinking about it. Blue was saying, "Red, tell everyone we're streaming the Game Awards." Yeah, so I will be actually streaming the entire show with that blue number, DeMarco Dude, and Assassin, the regular panel, on the day of the Game Awards. So if you want to check the Game Awards stream out, you can check me there.
Very cool.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to do that because she's the boss. So
exactly.
Yeah.
And Epic, I think you're going to be streaming as well too. Is that right?
Yes, I am. I'm doing it all. Same time as everybody else.
Oh, we
shoes.
we lost the camera.
No,
and everything.
I am the cap. I will be streaming it. Only no, I'm kidding.
Red Wolf killed her. No, I'm just kidding. She's actually still here. I don't. Let's see.
There you go. She's back.
Epic, you there? Epic?
Yeah, she's back. But her camera apparently was dead or something.
It's Vic's fault. Yeah, it's Vic. Yeah.
It is.
There we go.
There we go.
God damn. Yeah, Vic is breaking it left, right, and center.
Alrighty then. So yeah, with that said, with the reminder for next week's show, also please hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to us already, so you don't miss next week's show. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the content tonight, and thank you all again for joining us here on the Gamers Council. And a quick little teaser for next week's show. I'll just leave you with this little bit of a tease for next week's show.
Always two there are. No more, no less.